Number one, let's start with what happened yesterday, because she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah. She was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday.
What do you get when you throw curly fries, a slogan tee, and a WNBA-sized drama grenade into the mix? Apparently, 800,000 reasons to believe Sophie's Arby's shirt just shook the entire league. Yep, you heard that right. Fast food merch is outpacing actual ticket sales, and Angel Reese is not exactly thrilled. Did we just watch the most random crossover since Space Jam? This isn't just about beef. It's about roast beef, and somebody is definitely pressed. Let's dive into the crispy chaos.
Sophie Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. And for Barbie night, she pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot Girls Eat Arby's," and the internet lost it. But here's the real backstory. A few months earlier, Sophie posted a video rating Arby's. And that video was just her being authentic in herself. And that puppy went viral.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Then following this, the phrase "hot girls eat Arby's" started flying around. And it turns out that Arby's has been saying this since...
At some point, the WNBA quietly shifted from being about basketball to being about whatever this circus is. It's not even coded anymore. The game is optional. The drama is mandatory. Feels like the shot clock isn't measuring plays, it's timing Instagram posts. And right in the middle of that mess, Sophie strolls in, not dunking, not pulling up from deep, but rocking an Arby's tee and breaking the internet like she reinvented fast food. No crossovers, no step backs, just curly fries and authenticity tearing through the league's carefully curated image.
Somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quiet.
She's not isolating defenders, she's isolating the truth. No extensions, no mile-long acrylics, no camera-ready lashes. Just vibes, just merch, just realness. Meanwhile, half the league is out here chasing clout with storylines that don't even sizzle. They scream support us in interviews while dropping TikToks that feel like bad reality show auditions. Sophie? She just shows up, speaks her mind, and casually sells 800,000 t-shirts like it's light work.
Sophie Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day, before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance you'd take a long, hard look at Sophie Cunningham.
It's like someone finally cracked a window and let some oxygen into the league. And wow, that breeze clearly messed up a few hairpieces, because the reactions came flying in faster than turnovers in the fourth quarter. The truth is, Sophie doesn't fit the mold. She's not glued into the little Instagram friendship circles. She's not out here dancing after shooting 2 for 10. And she's definitely not banking on curated cliques to stay relevant.
Let's talk about Arby's. She is now on the Arby's payroll. Decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven. Hot girls eat Arby's. No knock on Arby's, Sophie, but if you give Arby's 9 out of 10, I'll take you to Racks. I'll buy you some Racks, and I think you will find that hot girls probably eat Racks. Arby's has a new spokeswoman, and it just so happens to be Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, that's right. Sophie Cunningham, who took to her social media to discuss how much she enjoyed a trip that she made to Arby's. And
that's why people gravitate toward her. Because in an era where everyone else is performing, Sophie is simply present. No glam squad, no filter packs, no PR calendar dictating her every move. And maybe that's exactly what fans are hungry for, ball players who actually just ball. Same reason CC exploded without asking for permission. Same reason Aaliyah runs through noise like a lie detector in sneakers. These women don't chase viral moments, they become them by accident. Which brings up a tough, uncomfortable truth. If the league can't figure out how to elevate the black women who've been dominating between the lines forever, then what are we even doing here? The talent has always been there. But instead of marketing skill, the WNBA keeps picking spectacle over substance.
700,000 followers overnight. I don't know if you guys knew, she had like 300 or something less than 48 hours ago. Insane. The enforcer has arrived. And she even posted like twice since then, bro. She's totally taken it to a whole new level. Like, Caitlin Clark has a new star. This is like a new star in the WNBA. People ain't gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it. Trace Leches, you know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull, which, by the way, kind of was obsessed with her before she even came along.
It's like the league is running a beauty contest with a scoreboard attached. Visibility isn't earned through points or dimes. It's who posted what, who's feuding, who showed up with the longest set of nails. And in all that chaos, the women who are actually elite, who clock in, keep focus, and put up numbers, get drowned out by the soap opera. Then Sophie walks into the storm with a roast beef logo and suddenly she's the biggest headline of the week. And here's the kicker, she didn't need glam, drama, or a viral dance. She just needed a t-shirt and a smile. Predictably, the backlash came loud. The same crowd that's been demanding more visibility? Suddenly they are uncomfortable when it goes to someone they didn't pre-approve.
And one thing I like about Sophie is that she's tough. So when Caitlin Clark last week, or not last week, a couple days ago, when Caitlin Clark got destroyed, her girl Sophie came to her defense, and this was the most beast mode thing that I've seen a woman do in WNBA history. Now, Sophie, who's my one of my favorites now, she's become one of my favorite WNBA players. I'm gonna watch her too, like I watch Caitlin. Look at what she did, and people may not say that this was in response or whatever the case may be, but I feel like Sophie is like, you want to play?
That's the whole problem. Sophie is the nightmare scenario for the curated chaos crew, a player fans love without being manufactured. But here's the thing, this isn't even really about Sophie. It's about what she represents. Fans are tired of overproduction. They want athletes who are raw, who don't treat games like auditions for endorsement deals, who don't need to fake rivalries just to stay relevant. The ones who show up, grind, and don't expect applause for existing. And if that shakes the table, maybe it's time to ask why authenticity is so threatening in the first place.
To the arena yesterday, wearing that, there she is right there. Let's just bring this up. Over at Tater Report, there she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point. And just like that, I want a cheddar melt.
And that's exactly why fans are flocking to Sophie, CC, and Aaliyah. Because they are not putting on a show, they are putting in work. They don't chase headlines, they chase wins. And in a league obsessed with manufacturing stories, the Real story turned out to be the one nobody scripted. Suddenly, a fast food t-shirt is bigger than 3 league ad campaigns combined. Players with zero gimmicks are being embraced harder than the ones with PR budgets bigger than their stat lines. And let's be clear, Sophie didn't stumble into this moment. She played it like chess while the rest of the league was out practicing TikTok dances.
I'll say that when you are good at basketball, you're pretty, and you got grit, those 3 things make you bad to the bone. And I think this is one of it's new trends that's going on in the WNBA, in my personal opinion, is that not only will you be good at basketball, but you also, some of these women will look like women, right? They used to look like dudes, but now they look like beautiful women that are playing basketball. And one thing I like about Sophie is that she's tough.
She's not winging it, she's executing. Every move has timing, intention, and purpose. That Arby's tee? Not an accident. It was a simple, brilliant, low-effort, high-impact branding masterstroke. She's got the emotional awareness of a therapist and the marketing instincts of a CEO. And that rattles people because it proves you don't need to scream, act messy, or start drama to get noticed. She shattered the illusion. Whether she meant to or not, Sophie has aligned herself with the Caitlin Clark effect, amplified by the enforcer energy, and positioned herself perfectly to ride the wave, without drowning in it.
Let's take a look, because Arby saw this and decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven.
Like, not bad.
They weren't dissuaded, obviously, by the little shade that she threw at them there between enjoying her yummy sandwich, saying that she went away. She doesn't have it often for obvious reasons. Well, what are those obvious reasons, Sophie? Anyway, she is now on the Arby's payroll.
She saw it before it happened. Caitlin bringing in fans who weren't even checking women's basketball last year. The enforcer grabbing headlines and enforcing respect. Sophie spotted the cultural shift early, found her lane, and sprinted in it. While other players fumble every media chance, Sophie treats each one like a masterclass in brand building. She's not trying to fit into the box labeled be loud, cause drama, maybe go viral. Nah. She created her own box. And she filled it with roast beef.
If you can see right here, that's Sophie Cunningham. She is the teammate of the year. Or at least the Caitlin Clark she is. After Caitlin Clark was pushed to the ground and poked in the eye in the first half of a game against the Phoenix Mercury, she actually late in the game assaulted one of the Phoenix Mercury players in retaliation. And fans loved it. They ate it up. Because look at this. If you look closely, her following on TikTok went from over 300,000, which was great, to almost well over 800,000, probably at 1 million.
And here's the kicker. It's earned. Every ounce of it. This isn't luck or fluke. It's precision. And that's what's driving some players insane. Because while they built entire personas on being the face, Sophie proved they were just filler episodes. Meanwhile, she, CC, and the enforcer are rewriting the playbook. And the league doesn't know whether to double down and promote them, or muzzle them before they make the old guard irrelevant. Fans aren't asking for manufactured controversy. They are begging for skill, heart, and authenticity. But of course, as always, the backlash is creeping in, side eyes, whispers, she's just lucky. Or it's only because Caitlin brought fans. As if Sophie didn't maximize that opportunity with surgical precision.
Caitlin Clark's teammate Sophie Cunningham's jersey has officially sold out on the Fever website. And this comes the same week as the chippy foul that led to some ejections at the end of the game. It was a bit of a revenge foul taken up for Caitlin Clark after a hard foul on the other end. And then immediately a petition online from the Caitlin Clark haters to have Sophie Cunningham removed from the WNBA. They're trying to get folks to sign it. They said what she displayed tonight was disgusting. Yeah, it was a hard foul, but now it has the Caitlin Clark fans rallying around her, buying up her jerseys to the point they've officially sold out. Fortunately for this petition, I think they just turned Sophie Cunningham into a new WNBA A-list super.
And honestly, that's exactly what the WNBA should be doing. Taking the Caitlin momentum, the enforcer energy, the Sophie wave, and building something permanent. But instead, they keep chasing gimmicks that feel like they were brainstormed in a TikTok group chat. It's almost funny. For years the WNBA begged for attention. Now it's here, and because it didn't come through their chosen mascots, they don't know how to handle it. But you can't curate culture. You can't stage authenticity. Sophie didn't ask for validation. She owned it. And that's more threatening than any PR stunt. Fans can spot what's real. And once they do, everything else feels fake by comparison.
Cunningham's jersey's gonna sell out tonight. The people have been waiting for this. If the refs are not gonna do their job, the players are gonna have to be the enforcers themselves. This game was chippy from the beginning, and the refs did not do their job.
The league should be studying her, not side-eyeing her. Use her as a blueprint. Show how to connect with fans, how to market with intention, how to build a brand without burning bridges. But instead, they treat her like she accidentally hit the jackpot. Newsflash, she's playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers with missing pieces. And fans aren't dumb. They get it. They know why Sophie resonates, why she feels like a breath of fresh air in a league suffocating on its own storylines. They are buying in, literally. Supporting with their wallets, their voices, their loyalty. Meanwhile, everyone else is scrambling for clout crumbs. So while the Chaos crew is still forcing rivalries and screaming for attention, Sophie is dominating the merch game, winning fans with every moment, and quietly redefining what a true superstar in this league looks like. No gimmicks, No theatrics, just brains, skill, and the audacity to be herself.